to Morris Modified. So I know it's been about probably 6 months since I've done a brick related video, but anyway, here we are. Come across this while I was going through the Aviation Museum in Caloundra, and yeah, they were selling a few of these sets, and I'd never really considered a Chinese brand before, but came across the Sluban, obviously logo here instead of Lego. But box art, handle, the box itself, I haven't built it yet, but it looks bloody awesome. Like, as you can see, the box art is intriguing. It's displayed here. The wings fold up. It comes with munitions, the air-to-air missiles, by the looks of it, bombs, fuel tanks, retractable landing gear with flaps. I don't know if they completely retract, but we'll see. Also comes with a little motorbike, because obviously Maverick in Top Gun. This is the F18 from the second movie, the Superhornet. Opened it, always sort of take a little sneak peek, but realised I've got to make a video and I should get my reaction. So here we go. Look at that. Nice to handle the grab. Okay, we'll set that down. Tags aren't numbered, but the parts don't look too bad actually. But here we go. We'll put these together later. Tires are rubber. Very thin, yeah, they're rubber. So we'll bring them out later, but they're already squishy, as you can see. Tomcat. A bloody sub and a tank new. Here we are. And numbered bags. This is just a very, very similar look to Lego. I'm getting excited now. So without further ado, Alright, so here it is. The F18. So this is the first non-Lego set I've had in a while, and there we go, a part's fallen off. So it still has its flaws, but it is a lot better than I expected. I'm actually fairly blown away, and I'm actually happy with this set, that I'm like stoked. So that I would buy Sluban products again. So here it is. This is the F18 from the Top Gun movie, Maverick's F18. And it's just, by the looks of it, your classic Hornet, because it's not the dual seater, but it has got the Super Hornet intakes. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether the classic Hornet had the Super Hornet style intakes at all. I am an enthusiast, an aircraft enthusiast, but as far as I was aware, the Super Hornets were always dual cockpits, but it's a Lego model. So I do think they were single seaters too, so there's a bit of confusion, but I'm no expert, I'm just an enthusiast. But anyway, beyond the point, in use language, doesn't this thing look awesome? As you can see, it's measurements and everything, just, I don't know, I'm just bloody really happy with all the proportions and the way it looks in pretty much every angle you look at this thing. It just looks awesome. Like, I'm really happy with this set. As you can see, this is top view, and check out underneath where the landing gear is. So this has got retractable landing gear, and I will get to that, but this is underneath. Just check that out. Like, mate, I can't bloody, it's just bloody, you know? The intakes, there's a little bit of articulation there, but check it out, man. Like, it just feels like they didn't half-ass it, you know? And I'm really happy with this set. So I'll just, thrusters, man, and when I get the nozzles right, so obviously adjustable, articulated, bloody cool, isn't it? Just features. So anyway, this is just, I'm just giving you some quick views here, but we're going to get to the articulation here. So this thing does have retractable landing gear, as I said. So obviously on your carrier, when you landed on the ship, these would fold up. So I'll show you that first. The flaps themselves actually operate. So you've got two on each side here. These would just be your lift flaps. They probably have to do a little bit of help with maneuverability on your real aircraft, but I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, so that's it for the wings, but let's get to the goodies. So the retractable landing gear is bloody cool. So on this set, these are your two main gear here. So I guess I haven't actually tried to sort of do these yet, but this will be the first, so we'll do this together. Now, actually I might remove these just to make it easier, because these will probably drop off. So looks like these open up by the looks of it. And I'd probably peel these open, I'd say, is the next step. And then what else have we got? We got this one down here. They've actually put some thought into this. And then I guess you would twist these out, and then that would fold out like so. And I'm guessing, as I said, I haven't done this yet, so I'm getting confused. I'm guessing that this would just bend down like that. So just bear with me. I'm guessing it just interlocks in like that, and you would just close this, you would close that door, you close that door is going to have to remain open. I'll just repeat it on this side. So again, by the looks of it, you just twist this thing around here, bend that little, sorry it's really hard to see, nozzle down. It looks like you just sort of place that in there, like so, and then you just twist this wheel out, I guess, and then you would close the door as you can. That actually looks, oh yeah, dude. It's pretty cool, man. I mean, okay. And the front is pretty, just sits there. So let's now put this on the board and take it all around. So there you go, in its landed position here. Man, you gotta admit, this is bloody good. So there's obviously forgot to close that flap there, But we'll just take another look on the underside. That's the landing gear in a Chinese set. Let's just, yeah. I mean, usually you think they're cheap, but check that out. Well, that probably needs some adjustment, but I always have the idea of customizing my sets after I build them. But this one, man, like, especially these military style sets, they're just good really for display. I really don't want to mess with it. I had this idea of a Mad Max style, you know, conversion of this aircraft, but yeah. Anyway, so this does come with Maverick's motorcycle, probably from the very first. I mean, I think it was a CBR, a Honda CBR, can't remember what exactly it is, but they do include the bike. It's pretty cool. Bloody pneumatic tyres all around. Cockpit. So there is no hinge piece, it's just pretty much connected there by your standard 2x2. So, oh sorry, 4x, no, it's 2x2. But yeah, basically it's got a joystick there, little controls. They've actually included more than I expected. Very, very basic, there is no seat, and the minifigure is similar to Lego. There's a little bit more articulation in his arms, as you can see. They're sort of ball joints rather than standard little, it's hard to show you. But actually sort of like ball joints rather than, you know, just a pin inside of a socket. So there's more articulation on those actual hands. It's hard to show you because it's so small. But we'll just place these down. So these are just on hinge blocks there, as you can see. Very, very nice, very simple, and very sturdy. Surprisingly, like for a Chinese set, I'm used to shit more than likely falling apart. But look, I'm just bloody messing around with it. Now, I'm probably loosening parts, but hey, that's good for me. We'll just bring this back down again. Nothing's fallen off, and it's actually quite sturdy for what it is. Like for hinge pieces, they don't flop around. Usually on the cheaper sets or non-Lego sets, those hinge pieces and stuff, they just wear out so quickly and they just become so loose. It's the same for these. These have got some, I guess you could say, clutch power, so they're not too loose. They hold in position, not too bad. Same as the vertical stabilizers. Much the same, they're quite sturdy, surprisingly. But what was a bit of a letdown is these horizontal stabilizers. Now, they are loose. There is a fair bit of weight there to be carried on just one stud pin, as you can see in there. It's literally just that. And that is just literally, I'll show you. I've actually put a bit of plastic there to help it. So, a bit of plastic on the pin here, as you can see, as it goes into that socket. That's all that sort of holds that on there, and it just flops about. So, removing the plastic, as you'll see, she's just going to sort of, yeah, drop. So that is the loose part. I got around that by just putting a bit of plastic, or maybe a bit of blue tack or some fabric might work, but just a, you know, cheap and easy quick fix. I could probably go get a Lego piece to replace it, but I can't be bothered right now. Sort of keep Sluban, but anyway, moving along. The other side is not too bad. That's actually quite stiff, thankfully, so I don't need to touch that one. As I was saying before, you got articulation completely on the thrusters, so you can, on the afterburners, so you can sort of, I guess, you know, muck around with that. And so this is obviously the Sluban F18. And here is it next to the Mega Constructs or Mega Brands Harrier jump jet. So this came out a few years ago. This is actually a Call of Duty set. Now I will say, nothing, I don't know, not even Lego sort of compared to Mega Constructs sort of ingenuity, and I guess they were sort of just going somewhere else with their builds. They were really sort of being innovative with their creation of specific parts to suit specific builds, like this Harrier jet, like this canopy piece, inlets, yeah. But anyway, beyond the point, just comparing the size difference, as you can see, she's actually quite large. So if you don't have this set is quite large, as you can see in my hand. There are the two other sets in the background, the larger sets that I will be building later on. But yeah, as you can see, I'm bloody stoked, mate. So these will look quite good together. They're both carrier-borne aircraft, and yeah.